In Part 2, I took a look at Gundam Wing Endless Duel. Now, in Part 3, I'm taking a look at two games based on Lupin the Third for the Famicom and Super Famicom. I first saw this anime on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim back in 2003 when I was 19. No, I did not see the OVAs, TV specials, and some of the movies, though I did see Castle of Cagliostro, directed by Miyazaki himself. That was the only film I've watched. And yes, I have seen Lupin the Eighth about a year ago back in April of 2014. But enough of this little shindig, let us begin. First, I'm going to take a look at Pandora's Inheritance. The game is a sequel to Castle of Cagliostro. The plot is where you have to rescue Clarice, who's been captured the second time. You can choose from either Lupin, Jigen, or Goemon, but beware, you'll get killed instantly with a single hit. Yeah, that pisses people off, including me. The game is pretty difficult. Well, it is challenging, plus you have tons of items that'll save your life and you're gonna need them to survive. There's 4 stages, so that's pretty short, and I'm not even gonna use the clip from AVGN's review of the Karate Kid on the NES. Screw that. So far I've beaten the first stage, but I end up dying in stage 2, Chinatown. Next we got Lupin the Third, Hunt for the Treasure of Legend. As soon as you begin the game, you are treated to the intro from the anime. They also included the ending and eye-catcher from both series. About the story in this game, what is it about? Well, like I said in my review on Ghost Sweeper Mikami Joreishi wa Nice Body, I don't understand Japanese. But allow me to have someone to explain it.
Lupin, Jigen, and Goemon are at their hideout in Manhattan, plotting their next caper, when suddenly a big-ass motherfucker crashes through the wall. He's escorted by a woman who tells Lupin that Fujiko has been kidnapped and is being held ransom, and the price is the Fountain of Youth, so it's up to Lupin to bring her back. So Lupin goes to the building where she's being held ransom, and surprise, surprise, that's crawling with policemen, all under command of Inspector Zenigata. So, Lupin has to go in there Solid Snake style and crawl through the ventilation shafts, and that's where our story begins.
Thanks, that will be all. For the gameplay, it's an action puzzle game where you have to destroy the main computer and locate the exit. Right after that, you repeat. What's next? You repeat. Exactly, which is quite repetitive, making the game boring. And to make matters worse, Goemon and Jigen are unplayable. At least Lupin can punch, kick, shoot, has several items and gadgets, not to mention a life meter. Something that Pandora's Legacy did not have, and I don't know why. You even have a password that I never even bothered to use. The game's music is pretty cool. My favorite is the one from the first stage. Time to wrap things up. Pandora's Legacy is pretty fun. As for Hunt for the Treasure of Legend, it may be repetitive, but it's enjoyable. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We're not done yet. Check in for the conclusion as I take a look at Natsuki Crisis Battle.